pyrotechnics. Out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's true. First game we come back. When we play the Ravens.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
All right, let's see what he comes out with. Kind of teach you guys how we go through the process, what the formation will come out in, what adjustments we need to make. It's taking a while to pick his play. He's got gun hate, so he could be a little bit out wide, so I'm just going to go ahead and just play. Match.
The first carry now. This is Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly
when it's a symmetric, I'll just take the D-line and just crash them out like that.
A little bit of
D-line, slide,
they're pretty close to staying on schedule on
speed receiver.
It's still open for the coordinator.
Ah, I could have picked that.
And this one incomplete.
Good D, though. Good shit.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to
just pay attention. Whatever formation he comes in, I'm going to tell you what slides they're doing.
Battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
You can still technically
a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson
contain on that backside. Try to get that match. Diablo. Good fucking shit for the Will linebacker getting down the field.
For a big play early, but he could not secure it.
That's an excellent
job. Nice when you have like linebackers with 91 speed. They don't want none of that. Nice with the vert hook. What I ended up doing there is because he had the tight end and the running back on the right, I went ahead and just spread the linebacker, blitzed the Mike, and contained the Sam, and then crashed to the weak side so the Leo could probably, you know, force that back in, keep him in the pocket. Kept him in the pocket, pressure kind of got to him, and that's why you need a fast wheel linebacker, man. He just ran vertically with the slot receiver. So you could still play a base defense versus like doubles and stuff like that. You can kind of, you know, lock up most of the inside runs and stuff. Now, if they start audibling out of that formation, then obviously they're going to get you. But doubles, I can still treat. Like, as long as they have a tight end and a running back in the protection or the box or whatever, then you can play a base defense. You know, that way you have strength versus the run, and you've still got, you know, I mean, you still got 4 DBs on the field versus, you know, 3 receivers and a tight end. So you're still at an advantage. You're not positionally out of the equation. You can still stop the run. And that's just pretty much just how you match it up. My Sam linebacker doesn't necessarily have to be fast. He just has to be able to block shit. That's it. You know, like, I'm running with a 79 speed linebacker, and he's doing a hell of a job doing his assignment. You know, at best, I might put him in a hard flat if I want to put him in a zone. But other than that, it is what it is. Now, if I don't want to contain that side, you know, I could probably put Yannick over there or something, you know. Have like a 5-2 look with three defensive ends, and 2 defensive tackles. That's why I like the under defense. It can kind of morph a little bit into what I need. It could be a 3-4 look, personnel-wise, if I want to put more coverage on the field. Or it could be a 4-3. I can leave it as is. Or, you know, you can start adding pieces in for whatever you need. Like, if you want to blitz, you might want to have a 5-2 look on the field, you know? So, definitely like very, very versatile. I like versatility, not just in the players that I have on the field, but more or less, you know, the positioning that you can put players in, you know, with the alignments that you have.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black.
Except you just join the channel now.
Up as their Raiders get set to face off.
Rewind.
With Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Quit because I played great defense.
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Alright, you kind of be a little smart here. Go ahead, just put my boy in now. Like that. Kind of be creative and try to do different things, give different looks. Never want to be in the
so from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Obviously. Kind of see where you're strong, see where you're weak. He wants to press, just put him inside so he can't press him.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs.
And
he goes across the 20 to the 22.
So we got a 3-3-5
4
wide.
yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And I'm going to probably
at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively,
you
have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal,
you can
shut
save
it down
your
for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Kind of come out here.
From the 22, Carr.
Aggressive possession catch. Y'all are going to see me doing a lot of this, man.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm really hyped about my ability to use
before the game. Quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast.
Kind of catch him off.
How about that? They took his
Stay with the weak side
they
here.
Did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
What we will do. More like that.
Carr now on first down.
Possession rack. Nice little catch right there.
Taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Cover 2.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Some motions on the field. Like a zig.
Here's Carr to throw.
Possession,
and he's going to
aggressive.
get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40
makes your play
yards
calling
between the two.
You know?
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Carr to throw again.
Look at Drake, bro. They be sleeping on the running backs, man. Really, just like anytime people come out in 3-3-5 defenses against you, bro, like you just be dotting them up, man. They can't. They're more concerned about trying to play run fits with DBs as opposed to actually matching your personnel that you have on the field, and you can just create so many matchup problems.
I think 158.3 is the number one.
I actually like when my opponents come out in 3-3-5.
Like to continue on that pace.
especially if they
So now
place
Carr,
man.
he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw.
Back in the end zone.
Here's a diving
Oh,
catch.
man, just get dot him up, man.
Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Go ahead and kick it back in the defense.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
All right, situational defense. Just kind of wait for him. My defense, man, my Will and Mike have to make plays. End of the day. Will and Mike. Bunch offset, you could possibly play it. I'm going to go more or less like cover 6.
Wilson of the Seahawks
Slides
take over
are
now,
strong.
1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Wilson.
Stay with it. Send your Sam. I'm willing to give that up because if he keeps rolling out, what's going to happen
the catch and run, good for 24 yards.
is
And good
we can do it like
quarterbacks
this.
know that when things start to break down and they're forced to
Go
fill
ahead
the
and bring him
pocket,
over there like that.
they
So you
can
see, look
often
at that
count
on the
their
field.
running
So it's
backs
going to
to
take
try
that
and
run.
bail them out. That
The
happened
contain's
on
going to
that
help.
play. Nice gain.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down.
Now, if
to
that
the
becomes a
45.
problem and I want
He'll
more
get 5
speed
out
over
of the
there,
scramble. It's
we can
second
do it
down.
like this.
Okay, he's
Go
not going
ahead
to
and
get the
put
first down, but this
Yannick
is
and,
still a nice job of buying some
put my boy on
time
the
and then
line.
running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now we got Crosby. We got a little bit more speed. Nope.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Look at her.
Wilson. Oh, he
They want to
tries
flip
get
play?
it
We
to
can flip plays
Metcalf,
too,
but
bro.
it's intercepted.
You want to flip plays? We can flip plays too.
41, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49.
As long as I got a fast Will and Mike, I'm good. I ain't gonna worry about my Sam too much. Try to get him out of position. He's still gonna do what he has to do.
They certainly were.
KJ,
Nice read
I'm
on
not.
your part, and sometimes
Even though he may not be fast, the
quarterback isn't
dude still
fooled
he
between
balls
zone
out
and
for me,
man.
man.
Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees, because oftentimes those linebackers
Don't
will
always need
vacate
speed. I'm
and
not
run downfield
really
with
big on
receivers.
just having to
In
have
this
speed.
case, he
Man.
put
I like
pure
size.
zone
I like guys
was
that
in the
can
wrong
tackle,
spot for the QB.
get physical. Kind of go from there. Kind of just wing this.
Now after the INT,
bit.
it's Carr.
Well, I'm gonna leave Waller open over there. Okay.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is tackled inside
The guy who I have.
the 40, not quite to the 35.
Staying at 3-3-5.
Give
Okay.
them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was
Got
really
him.
impressed with that last
Too easy,
drive
man.
this week.
And that is
Get out of that defense.
It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs. 36 yards.
You can have a
And the
safety or
Raiders
whatever
are
you want in the box. He's
add on to
not
their lead.
just because you think he's faster.
Partner, they found a gap there on
He's in the
post
box.
pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
Stride for stride, he's not running with a 98 speed receiver. You're gonna have to put him in safety position or back him all the way up and be content with giving me underneath routes. You're not gonna sit there and cover that man stride for stride from the box. Like, I don't get why these people come out in this 3-3-5 thinking they're just gonna lock everything up. It's not like that. I ain't seen nobody nice enough to do that.
15-0 here in the first quarter.
Especially if they're using the mic. And that just makes it real
Following
easy.
the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Then I can start just throwing runs in.
Returning.
Good hit, and
He's
Eric.
up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And just kind of come out in. He's probably going to come out in the same play that he came out in the first drive. Most people don't like mixing their shit up. But then likewise, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But For the most part, man. He's going to come out and use trips and gun the whole game. It's just not going to work for him. He just come out here.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
Your assignment.
I hear my old college coach right now. Coach used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one.
I'm willing to give that up.
That's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
That's my guy. That's fine.
Inside the 35. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
We'll be ready.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And to throw left side.
What happens when you rack, bro?
Incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Probably defend that a little bit better. Just dropping down from the quarters. Go right here.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
Diablo.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Right
well,
here.
There's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be it.
Diablo, baby.
The contact there enough to
That's why you want some hitters on the field.
And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective,
that man's going to be doing a lot of good things for me this year.
There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him.
We're going to go ahead and come out
down on the receivers and force the incompletion.
Base 4-3 here. We're just going to be content that our guy's better than this.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Yeah, you get that press.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
It's fine. It's fine, bro. That's what he had to do to get in. We're good. We are content with that.
Russell Wilson, 15
yards. Nothing was open.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I just slid my D-line the wrong way. I could have crashed him in, made that pocket collapse a little bit. Now that we know he likes to scramble through the AB, we can close that up with power rush moves.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
Man,
they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Man, fatigued. Had to waste some timeout.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And see, the thing is, if you run around with your quarterback all day on this,
and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
You're going to fatigue, especially about the 4th quarter. Just kind of mix your play calling up. Be smart. Different types of runs you can do in these situations. Hike it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You want to go inside.
Can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Kind of makes your play calls up. So let's see if he wants to stay in one formation, and I think I got an advantage right here.
To throw, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
Should have been possession
Pretty good
first.
shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Tried to close down on my initial route, but that's fine. You gotta just wait on it.
Right back because your friend,
play press.
Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
Possession aggressive. I didn't give it to me. I had what I wanted on the field.
Needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the
but I do
offense
see something, man. I think we can
After
get
that
this.
possession, now they know
Almost
they can compete with this offense.
I mean, Edwards gets us rating up a little bit more, man. We're going to come down with those a little bit more consistently. If he starts pressing, all you got to do is this right here, bro. He can't press you anymore.
They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Look at that. Waller's a fucking beast, man. Can't use him with a linebacker. You got to double cover him. Kind of be a little creative here.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Nice.
And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he's
making it look too easy, bro. He's gonna have to get out of that 3-3-5, or I'm just gonna have my way with him.
Swinging for the fences on that play, didn't quite get in the end zone, but boy, they're set up pretty now.
Okay, that play
all right, so another thing that we've also been working on is this right here.
Some all-out pressure and try and knock them back.
We try it with it. We try it with it.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Put you down here. You want to be smart. In case you need to do anything.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's the backup.
Look at that. Wide open.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Always have your little red zone plays. Got to get out of that 3-3-5 roll like this. It's just going to get ugly, man. Ain't stay in that 3-3-5 against me. You know who I am. I've been attacking that defense for the last 3 years. I've been studying gap penetration, strengths and weaknesses. As long as I come out in 21 personnel, I'm at the advantage.
Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go. They run them in every direction.
Give him his zone everyone back. Probably get him with an RPO or something.
Doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it.
We'll call time out here.
Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Oh, bit.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A short kick taken at the 18.
Yeah, they get scared, man. You got so many hitters. And knowing how to set your depth chart up to, where you have hitters on special team, and that's so pivotal in some games, man. You go down the field and just whack somebody, you know. Just coming out in trips. We can actually try this. We did it in the last game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe
stay with it. Look at that.
Pressure comes and Wilson's gonna go
master
down.
of the 4-3, man. Y'all need to hit me up.
With a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down.
You think it's open? Look at that.
And that'll fall incomplete.
I don't have to use their turbo anymore. I know the gap penetration of my defense so well. I know who to manually send and who to let the CPU go ahead and send. You know, like, do it so long as I have. You know, your assignment in the defense. So my assignment in this defense is going to be the number 3.
On third down, it's Carson.
The trap, man. Trap RPO.
And he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Sometimes when they change their play, Bucks will do a little bit.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
You need to make sure you have
55 seconds to go until halftime.
Yeah, I got one. Just kind of panicked on that timeout, but we'll be all right. I'm just going to come on out and play big.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
You can play it like that. Perfect. Just like that.
The Seahawks will
Any
go
crossing route?
Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
Probably like a hard flat on the running back side.
A very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to air one out.
Look at there.
He looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Mix it up a little bit right here.
2nd and 10.
Just like that. Hate when they audible, man. You're trying to change up what I'm doing.
They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf.
Gillespie!
And that's going to be incomplete.
Shit, Gillespie.
Effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of
smart,
speed.
be vigilant.
You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
I hate when they do that. That's a run.
On 3rd down.
Oh, I missed it.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Oh.
The Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3
I can't believe I missed
timeouts.
that. I knew what it was.
With 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
He gave me a tell. Thing with this bunch offset, so he can just come out cover 9. I'm content with what I have on the field. This needs to be my user back here.
Midfield now. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
I'm content with giving him short passes, but I just don't want him bombing.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Come back out in the bunch offset. Hate when they do that. You just got to make sure you can go ahead slide.
Now
remember,
Wilson.
we're responsible for anything deep. Oh, we on it.
When this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Good
And he's
deep.
able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45.
It's really, man, when you're playing this type of defense,
You don't see this
it more or less falls
quarterback
on
of his caliber.
your
2
assignment
first-half interceptions.
and who you need to use, or as opposed, like you can't sit there and use the same person every time. Because sometimes, if you do that, you might come out in the wrong team and you might just get, exposed. Like if you play match coverage and get exposed, you get exposed. But if you play the right defender in each match coverage, you pretty much lock up anything.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they can still come away with points here in the late going. Carr now on 1st down.
Oh.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Got the safety split baseline. Split to it like this.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good hit from him. I can't take nothing away from him.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one,
I want to try to
that
get
worked
something.
quite well for the defense.
12 seconds and a timeout.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
2 plays.
Carr now to throw.
Oh my God.
Incomplete, 7 seconds remaining.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And this will be caught by Edwards. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half,
make sure we get some points.
Timeout.
You can delegate yourself. You know, you at least get 1 field goal, and then you're good. Especially if you haven't been landing your 2-point conversions. You know? So you just kind of just basically like we got three 2-point conversions.
Able to put this one through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Time for a break. We've hit halftime.
So good drive.
2 quarters down.
Right in
2
the half.
still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL.
Definitely needed those points because he's getting the ball. Start off. So even if he scores, 2-possession game. You know.
The Seahawks trailing, but
we want to kind of keep that 2-possession game. Now we can kind of change our offensive game plan a little bit.
Short kick from the 14, and he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
And still do what we're doing on defense. Haven't really been seeing him do too much. We can probably go ahead and do this again.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down
just like that, fellas.
Already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
Look at there, Crosby. Let's see you, my boy.
Some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
You got to play that.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Oh, we on it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted.
I love this 4-3 defense.
Picked by Trayvon Mullen. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening
even
drive
against trips, man. If you know what you're doing, you want to send a blitz, kind of force them to throw it.
But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Protection. Just like that. Let's see how he defends it.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Open man is Edwards.
Take the easy
completions, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch.
See how we got him out of that 3-3-5.
And
then went to 2-4-5. But like I said, he's in a nickel defense versus 21 personnel. I'm still at the advantage.
Now Carr going for it all. And that is caught.
You got to match personnel, man. I try to preach this all the time.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the forced
Can't call match coverage, you know, he's out of there. That's fucking Russell Wilson can't even do shit against his defense. It's just being smart, knowing what you're matching up against. Give your offense opportunities with the ball. I would try to show you guys in practice mode and how I do certain things, but the thing with practice mode is it's not consistent. You know, like I'm not gonna sit there and do the two stick thing because a lot of people do that shit and it's basically lying to you. You know, like if they're doing their little offensive ebooks all the time, they'll 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 dumb out the defense with a second controller and take the pass rush away. You know, you still have to simulate a pass rush. I know the pass rush in practice mode's a little deviant sometimes, you know, but still at the end of the day, man, I'm not gonna sit there and try to be deviant and show you something and then not be accountable for pass rushes and stuff. Most of what I do is quick reads. I'm usually targeting underneath first, as last year. If y'all watched me long enough, y'all know I like spacing concepts. So I'm usually like checking underneath, seeing what I got. I'll design stuff for underneath to be open. Now, if something deep is down the field, I'm taking my shots. You know, like you're not gonna sit there. Like I'll look at the deep route first and see, you know, are you in an outside third, are you mid third, like are you in a cover 3, cover 2 versus the route that I have. If I feel like I have a chance, or you know, now with the user catching, if I feel like I got you in a one-on-one with my size advantage or speed advantage receiver, I'm gonna take that shot. You know, I'm not scared to, you know, throw it on Jalen Ramsey. I'm not scared to throw it at, you know, Harrison. You know, I'm gonna take my shots if I feel like I have the advantage. Um, but I will kind of slow it down for you guys just to kind of show you the basic principles of running 4-3 under defense. Okay, just kind of get into it, man, just so that you guys can understand. It's gap assignment defense. That's the main thing that you kind of need to imprint into your head is gap assignment defense. You're not picking a defense because it has a glitchy blitz. You're not doing that. Play gap assignment fundamental football. Okay, we're not going to try to sit here and cheat. We're not going to cheese. We're not doing no nanos. If you play your assignments and you pick what you're doing correctly, your play call shouldn't matter. As long as your front box gets in there and does what they're, you know, coverage wise, but make sure that you play gap assignment box defense. When we take away the run, you know, you want to be able to defend the pass. You don't want to sit there and stay in the same defense the whole game and get dotted up. You know, try to help people, man. I ain't here with that, you know, run this play, it's glitchy. No, we don't do that around here on my channel, man. We play real fundamental football. I played football when I was in high school. I want to try to take some of them real life logics and apply them to the game. I know the game has video game logics, and yes, there'll be times when I teach you the video game logics and exploits, but it's not necessarily something I'm just gonna sit there and do every fucking play. You're not gonna see me run PA crossers the whole fucking game. PA crossers with a streak, trying to just exploit, you know, because everybody runs cover 3, damn near, you know. They won't get out of it unless you just keep dotting it up. Eventually they start trying to experiment with shit, and usually they'll shift to like cover 6 or something thinking they know what they're doing. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know how the coverage, like you go from playing a sky defense, drop defense, then you start playing match and you don't know how to play match, you're going to get fucked up. But definitely I know how to play match. I don't mind teaching you guys. So I'm going to just kind of show you. You can do this from any defense, okay? I could pick random play, all right? We're not gonna sit there and just has to be one defense anymore. You can play random defense, all right? I would go random gun, but sometimes they'll come out and gun empty and shit. So let's start simple. I do this all the time. I leave the tub running and it's flooding. Jesus. Give me a sec. Alright, I'll clean that up later. Kind of show you guys what we're doing here. Now, y'all know the strong side of the offense is obviously where the tight end is. You know, protection against the rollouts. We'll start from, we'll go 21 personnel. I don't classify 3 tight ends on one side as 21. That is 13 personnel. Okay, you're not going to run a base defense against 13 personnel. Reason why is because 3 tight ends are usually going receiving routes. They're not necessarily blocking with them. Okay, unless they're running. Even so, you should be able to defend it with a nickel. Okay, that's going to be very light. Or you can probably play like a 4-3 normal maybe, but you have to be very vigilant of 3 tight ends. More often than not, they're not necessarily going to be run spamming from 3 tight ends. And even if they do run, the run blocking isn't necessarily going to be just outstanding. Trying to find a good formation to start with. Okay, let's just go ace and just go random play, right? So we got random defense versus random offense. So the first thing that we're paying attention to is the formation strong weak, or is the formation symmetric? Okay, this is a symmetric defense. I mean, this is symmetric offense versus an uneven defense. But you know, like 5-2 principle, we need to make sure that we have the wide 9 in case they want to block those tight ends. Okay, we want to make sure that we have 2 edge defenders outside the box. So how are we going to do that against symmetric defense? To make the 4-3 under symmetric, you're going to have to slide your defensive ends one way and your linebackers the other. So we go linebackers, they're going to move to the right. So now we got our Sam in a wide 9. Now it's optional here to do like crashing, like you could leave the defensive line where it is, because still technically, you think about it, he's still playing the 4 tech, he's still playing the 1 tech, he's still playing the 3 tech, and he's playing the 6 tech. So it's completely fine. Actually, he's playing 1, 2 on inside, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, Crosby's 7 tech. That's fine. As long as you have the guys on the outside shoulders, you're completely fine. Okay, so usually 4-3 under, you can just take the D line and leave them as is. If you want to crash to help, you can probably crash out versus symmetric. That way you got help on the Sam side. I would probably blitz the Sam side, or you know, if I blitz the Sam side, I would crash. Would probably play like a contain and then re-blitz over there. Okay, more or less that's what I'm gonna do. It'll protect me against screens and stuff, and then I know my Sam and my Mike are gonna be covering over there. Okay, so if he doesn't do anything with the running back, we can go chase another route like a tight end or something. But that's pretty much just how you set it up. I know we're in a cover 1, so we'll see how it plays out. We're sitting on the robber. That was my fault. I left the running back open. I could have defended that. The trick thing is, I know like you guys want to make a lot of plays with your mic or whatever, but don't necessarily, like if you're worried about him, you can always just take the Sam and defend the running back. So they got me in a 2-man under. Take your user, put him like in a zone, and kind of play robber here a little bit. Another thing, I'm not going to play contain if I'm going to put him in a man, right? I'm going to crash down if I got the Sam playing man. So just kind of just play the man down a little bit. And most of that's just going to be block sheds, you know. See, now they got me blitzing what do I want to do? Okay, so drop defense. I don't want this guy, if I do any motions, I don't want this guy moving back anymore, right? So just user him, just tap him so he doesn't move. And you can take your D-line, linebackers, you can shift them over there, crash your D-line, contain, re-blitz. And you can kind of just sit. Usually I'm not going to blitz this guy, man. He's my will linebacker. Take the D-line, crash down. So we got gap assignments on the blitz with a contain. I love putting contains inside my blitzes. Just solo contain. You don't need to. And just cover. Look at that. I could have covered that, but Diablo's change of direction isn't necessarily perfect, but it's going to get there, man. As long as we make the right decisions, just kind of just see what we got. We're going to cover 6. Go ahead and just slide your linebackers to the stronger side. Usually the tight end with the biggest threat of going out for the ball. And you can actually take the D-line and crash to that side if you need to. Because if you crash to that side, then you can play the run fit through this gap with this will linebacker. He can play 2 gaps here. He can come in through that gap, or he can kind of help come through that gap. Or you can, or if you want, you can bring the safety down. You know, like come down in the safety drop defense and have him come down, and you just check your run fits. The other safety is going to play on the strong side run fit. So I don't necessarily need to crash right. I can crash down maybe. Just to see their run fits. You can take Diablo, put them right there. This is run fit. So it's going to tell you, hey, that you need if you want to play run fits, you're going to take the safety and play the run fit jet sweep. Look at that. It's just making sure, like I said, anytime usually 4-3 under, you're going to slide the linebackers over because you want that Mike and Will in position to make plays. You got your A gap right here. You got your B gap right here. Okay. If you want to cover the other B gap, you can take the safety. Now it's basically a 5-2 defense now, right? But you got 3 guys still able. It's still like a 4-3 because you got 3 guys right here that can penetrate those gaps. Okay, so it's usually how you do it. Like if you like user in the safety, you just got to be careful when you user the safety that you don't run first in, especially if it's a pass, you know. Like I said, just shift your D-line to that side, and then you can bring your safety down. You trust your corners, you can play man coverage, and he's just going to keep doing this motion hike shit. But see, that's what happens. You don't want to bite down first, because those linebackers, they're Mike and Will should. Same thing, right here. Oh, not D-line. Linebacker, shift, and you take your seam flat defender, just like this. This is how you run the 4-3. 4-3 under. Play over here. Watch for play action. That's fine. Look at her. We got hitters. We got assassins in the backfield, man. If you don't get on the ground, man, oh boy, it's going to hit you. Same thing, bro. Every defense. You bring him in. We could decide to blitz that gap. Kind of just play. I'm fine. I'll give up short passes. I don't mind giving up short passes because what happens is fatigue matters in this game. You know, if you take forever and a day to get down the field, that fatigue's going to catch up with you, man, in the end of the game. So if you don't know how to make plays and get the ball down the field, look at her. That's all you got to do, man, running this 4-3 under, man. Pretty much any play you run, you just slide the D-line over. Don't necessarily need to do anything fancy. Now, I will show you guys, as far as play calling goes, what you should do. Now, in the 4-3 under, I know that this is a little backwards than the way it's supposed to be. Like, the free safety is supposed to be the further safety, okay? Number 24 needs to be closer in the box. Okay, so to make that play the way it's supposed to play, you can either come out in strong snake 3 deep, strong safety Sam crash press. I don't know, you might be able to do Mike Sam crash press. Let me see. Just double check. Sometimes you gotta double check on things, man, because I don't know. Yeah, so if you come out in this, he's already in that box area, so you're fine, right? So all you gotta do is just slide your linebackers over there, and this is gonna give you a better outside run defense, while you'll be able to come kind of play inside a little bit, like you play to run fit with the free safety. Same thing. He doesn't run, you can go back, drop to the third, and pretty good defense. You ain't necessarily got to play that Sam outside. You can send that Sam to do what he's, you know, assigned to do. So like we could take the D-line and crash, right, and then go ahead and put him in a bluff blitz, so he still has that seam assignment. So it's going to help you, like if that running back goes on a route, that bluff blitz is going to take care of it, okay? And then you just kind of sit the safety down. Like I said, if it's a pass, he's going to carry. He'll carry that route over if he bluff blitzes. Usually, like if they try to quick pass it, he'll defend it. But took the quick pass read away, so we could probably just do it again. Just do it like this. You put him in a bluff blitz, and then we got to carry him out. So if it's match principles, that means our mid-third is going to be responsible for that tight end on that side. That mid-read needs to be able to take the middle of the field away. Now, if your mid-read isn't getting back deep enough, this is why your will linebacker, we make him the Mike. This dude played safety in college, so we could probably take him. We would probably play a full seam flat. They're not going to let me get the seam flat adjustment for this safety. I could probably play like a curl flat. Let's play curl flat on this side. Give him the bluff blitz. And then user this guy deep. I mean, we just play hook, but user him deep. And just play the mid-third with him. Kind of slow it down for you guys a little bit. I wish there was a way to make your will play the mid-third, but you know, we'll be alright. See how the bluff blitz kind of just, there's a route heading on his side of the field. He's going to stick with it for a little bit, and what he does after, so look at him, he goes to cover the next route. So it's a nice, like if you could do like a linebacker pass rush, you know, to play that assignment, that's actually pretty good. I do that in my my 3-4 defense, like 3-4 over edge, where they have a linebacker on the line. It's actually pretty good for that technique. Other than that, I think we'll be good. We got the flats covered. Generally with this, I could probably go like cloud, because you don't want your defensive end out there on an island too much, you know. So we can take our D-line, shift them over like that. Go ahead, just pass the mid. We have the mid read, so if anything comes to us, look at her, everything's bottled up. So that's pretty much all you guys are doing. And like I said, come down with a safety drop. So there's like any formation, you know, you have the 4-3 under, you think about where the strong safety needs to be, right? So you go in here, you would probably, you know, if you run Mike Will cross, you know, you would probably run safety flip or something, you know. You want that safety in the box. Kind of just go through here and look at a couple plays. Like I said, strong safety Sam crash press, Mike Sam crash press, strong safety snake 3 deep, if you want to utilize a free safety a safety swap package, you could use the free safety fire 3 press. And the will go fire 3 press. Most of these will be cover 3s to get that safety in the box, and that's fine. You know, that's what Gus Bradley is. He's a cover 3 scheme defense. You can show cover 3 and then get out of it without too much as giving a tell. I need to see about some of these audibles. But let's kind of get into it. Let's see, as far as we'll do the inside safety blitz to the weak side, right? Say he tries to do a play action. Anytime you have a safety drop, you want to sit on him. Just click him so he doesn't move, right? Then when you audible, he's not going to move. So we're not going to use that as an audible, because it's weak side, and I don't need the weak side. I need to find reverse for me. So I got my cover 2 blitz. Now I like this one. Look at where the Sam is. I could play instant contain and then send that defensive end over there. You still pinching gaps, right? You can take that mic and send that gap. Everything else should be covered, right? You know, I know your Leo's over there kind of on an island. So what you could, I mean, you got like an overload. You got 4 guys over here versus 2 guys blocking. So it's like an overload kind of blitz here. You know, like you're gonna get double teams. You're gonna force that tight end to block because of the positioning of the Leo. But versus the rollout, look at that. Get punched in the face, you know. Look at him boxing. Okay, so we got that. Now we can do it from this formation too, you know, like don't need to necessarily change up anything. I can take this seam flat and user, and then also I can take him, blitz him, contain, and then re-blitz the defensive tackle. I always like them solo contains when I run my defense. It's just a lot better than running double contains, especially with certain alignments. Look at there, you can get 2 guys through that time. You know, so I'm gonna try to preach the solo contains. Just got 4 guys versus 2 guys blocking. There's just nothing they can do. Force a lot of disengages. Box it up. Did I forget to turn the water off? Wow. Sorry about that, fellas. You got like one of them 1920 tubs, man, and then the fucking faucet like never cuts off. Like it's still constantly going. I'm gonna be jumping the tub in a little bit after I probably play one more game. Alright, let's back into it. So now y'all pretty much got the concept with when you need to slide your guys when you're playing this style of defense. You don't necessarily need to slide if the tackle's on the edge. Like if they're playing, I mean, you could, and it would probably give you, let's do it with a slide. So like, let's say we run the same defense, we got to tap him because he dropped, right? Take your linebackers and you slide them. You can re-blitz him, contain, and then send the other contain so that you have solo contain, right? So that's your defense. Alright, and then you're just going to user this guy on the slot. You can pass commit, whatever. And then this just comes out wide, bam, smacked in the face, right? So like that's if you're dealing with people that try to do like bootleg plays, you know. Solo contain is probably the best way to play containment. I don't know, man. Probably a couple weeks, bro. Like I don't like how he's being utilized, to be honest, man. They use him as a gadget player as opposed to being like a real quarterback. But you know, like I just wanted to kind of get into that a little bit on how to run the 4-3. It's more about gap assignment as opposed to baseline, show blitz, and send it. No, you don't gotta do all that, man. If you hear somebody sit there telling you baseline, show blitz, and contain everybody and blitz all linebackers, that's not real football, man. Because you know you're gonna get dotted up like dead ass. Like your some blitzes might get through, but you're risking getting dotted up in coverage, blitzing like that. You know, you don't want to do that. You want to have gap assignment where you still have the run fits covered, and if they pass, you still have the passes covered, and if they roll out, you have the rollout covered. You want to make sure everything that's, you know, affectable is getting, you know, defended. You know, you don't want to go in there and just do stupid shit, stupid adjustments that don't make sense, like baseline press. Why would you do that? You're gonna get killed vertically because you're not pressing anything. You're gonna be out there like Air Bud out there, just pressing air. Be like water, my friend. Match up with people. We don't got airbenders on defense. This is not the last Avatar. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too long, man. Play one more game. Y'all seen what happened with the first two guys, man. Play solid defense. We got a decent offense. I ain't gonna sit here and say, you know, it's necessarily money plays the whole game. You know, I run realistic plays. Try to mix my play calls up. I run when I need when I got the lead, and I try to pass and get the lead early, you know. And then, like I said, you know, you always gonna have your logic, man. If you got something they don't know how to defend and they want to stay in the same play, you know, the same case with that is, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all to get out of something if you're just torturing somebody with something, but you know, you're not gonna sit here and see me just run the same play too often, more than not. You know, I might use a play to scheme another play open, you know.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Got Ravens
the atmosphere
again.
Here electric. No matter the venue,
a little tough playing against the Ravens with a base defense.
They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face
if the situation arises, you know, I think I'll be okay for the most part. It's all about slowing Lamar down. You know, if he wants to run around with him all day, you know, he's going to fatigue real fast. You know, so that will play to our advantage a little bit.
And off we go from Las Vegas. From the 10.
Look at pussy mode. You still get hit.
Not a great return here. He'll make it back.
And you thought you were just going to sit there and I wasn't going to get a big hit on you? GG's. Alright, so we got single bag wide trips, man. Y'all see me just defend this, right? I was just showing y'all guys. So we come down here.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
He's got a flip.
Now it's Jackson.
KJ!
And incomplete.
KJ can play coverage. He ain't got to be super fast. I should have flipped it.
And it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver.
But I'm content with KJ in short passing situations.
He ends up forcing the incompletion.
You want to try my best zone defender, you know, the zone defender short, and I'm gonna take that. He's stronger than your guy. He's bigger than your guy. So this guy is coming out in this Trey flex. When I see Trey flex, I know what he's trying to do already. Kind of got a general idea.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Do it like that.
Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets up near the
thought that was the 4 wide receivers on one side. We did all right. We didn't get a big play up, so we're good.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Okay, so he's mixing it up. Try to kick my play.
Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, maybe 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Probably, not with that. That's my run blue. That single back doubles. All right, same thing.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Like that. Now, Will linebacker's got big assignments here.
Throwing is Jackson.
Oh!
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Had to come back and make a catch.
Andrews on that one.
Play on the ball.
First down, Baltimore.
Could have picked it.
Route run, not just with dexterity,
get it next time.
but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Like Chase.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Great.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
That's how you play that 4-3 under, man. That's how you play that 4-3 under.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That's kind of a
mistake-free football, man.
Interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to get him this field position, that's another.
He caught me with a double contain. I was trying to readjust. That's why he got pancaked. But good interior pass rush. Kind of made up for it. Trying not to double contain too much. At the same time, I didn't want to get put out of position. Got like a cover 2.
On first down.
Oh my God. We'll take it.
Side,
why would you run commit? Call him out on his defense. I mean, yo, it's a cover 2.
35 yards.
Called him out on his defense and just blitzed everybody and run commit.
That's how you take advantage of an early turnover.
Good
a sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play that just had an insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side,
flats are wide open.
Come out ready to go. Still
guy that's defending the fullback is usually always out of position. So when you flip your fullback and running back, you're usually at a huge advantage. You know, like he's blitzing, so no, running back wasn't even covered in that scenario. Fullback wasn't covered. Most people, like when they do those blitzes, nobody matches. Like AI will not match the fullback. Like they account for the running back, they account for the tight end, never account for the fullback. So when you flip your running backs, you definitely got nice little advantage there. But the fullback is going to be a better pass blocker anyway. Go back and look at the highlight and have my fullback block for me.
How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
So we got a wing stack. We're going to stick with the 4-3 under here. Remember, just make sure.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Whatever you come out in, you just want to make sure.
But you have to be careful about being too cautious.
Go through your adjustments when you audible. I forgot to do a couple, but we're fine.
How they attack them here.
They got gun tight. We'll do the same thing.
8 yards the tally on that first down run.
I'm gonna go there.
2nd and 2.
Go ahead and
here's
shift.
Jackson.
Look at that, we're just sitting on it, bro. Match coverage.
This is intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Giving me
pick 6 right there, those linebackers.
Monday Night Vibes, how our offense should have been and how our defense, like our defense was great Monday, you know, like our offense kept stalling, defense did enough to keep us into the game and get us back into it.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders.
Okay, so he's got his corners out wide, showing more of a zone vibe here. He's got 5 guys on the line. Usually what I want to do, I want to take advantage of this a little bit.
They'll look to throw.
Get a little spacing in the back of the end zone. Love targeting the back corner of the end zone this year, especially against zone. There's not too many, unless they're like sitting in a cover 4 drop, that's not going to be defended. And there's not too many cover 4 drops. And even if they sit in cover 4 drop, they're not sending enough people, so you can always audible and take advantage of it. So.
And now the kick is away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line.
Trying to get back into what we're doing. We're staying with the 4-3 under is working. You know, like I said earlier, if it ain't broke, don't sit there and try to fix it, man. I don't think he has an answer for it, for what we're doing. Remember, safety drops.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense goes right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now
couldn't get into my adjustments fast enough. If I would have got into them faster, probably would have been a tackle for a loss.
Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after.
Because it's more of a thinking process. Like, okay, what formation is he in? What audible do I need to match with that formation? And then you got to set your slides and whatnot if you're gonna do that. So gun doubles. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna bite the bullet here. I'm gonna go ahead.
Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Jackson.
Sit on it.
And he checks this one down to Williams. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Bad read. Well, his read didn't go upfield. He started waiting on him. Forced it. I don't know if pressure got to him. I don't remember looking at the last play. So he's in wide trips. We're going to go out, match up with wide 9. Go ahead. Most people try to move vertically here, right?
We're set here for 3rd down.
We're going to sit right here.
Jackson.
Responsible for that flat. Look at that! 4-man rush, man.
And he'll go down. Max Crosby. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
And this D-line, bro, is going to be problems, bro. I'm telling you right now. People sleep on my Raiders. Same thing, we play the same D. He's covered. You can play over the top a little bit here. Make sure he's matched. Got him.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Watch him.
Eluding the
Look at that.
pressure.
Look at Crosby. Hawk him down. Let's fucking go.
And he's brought down. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And that will force it.
Yeah. And that's another rage quit, bro. Like, this defense is definitely, man, once you get used to knowing how match coverage works, once you know how to get your gap assignments to work, you know, you start playing solid defense, and then, you know, Lamar Jackson can't do nothing, you know. Getting hawked down by Crosby is like, with a 4-man rush without having to blitz, that's definitely, you know, a great feeling when you ain't got to sit there and blitz the whole time. You know, you ain't going to be sitting there getting dotted up because you're sending 7 or 8 guys trying to get pressure. You're not relying on a glitch contain, just sending more people than they're blocking all the time to sit there and get a blister. You know, you ain't got to do that, man. Play gap assignment football, and I'm going to preach it. I'm going to clap my hands and say gap assignment football, and you're going to be okay. Okay? That's pretty much for what it is. That's gonna be my lesson for the day, man. I appreciate y'all watching, and hopefully, man, you know, share, reach out to other people, man, that you know that you think need help, man. Send them my way. You know, that's what I'm here to do. I'm trying to help bring realistic fundamental football back to the game of Madden, instead of always relying on cheese and relying on someone because they're a 99 overall. You can defend that, guys. You know, like, that's what I try to preach. You know, people laugh at me. People call me a bum. But at the end of the day, the results are on the street. You know, so like I said, we're going to call it right there, man. Appreciate y'all guys watching, man. I don't want to keep it too long. And we'll continue this tomorrow. I still got to put this ebook together. I fell asleep when I came home. But let me get in the tub. Who knows? I might come back and stream again tonight. You know, if you don't want to miss it, turn my notifications on. Go ahead, subscribe. Go ahead, like the video, and we'll catch up with you guys later. Okay?